Episode 3. The wall of vegetation was a formidable barrier. It was a verdant fortress, a riot of tangled vines, towering trees, and impenetrable undergrowth. The canopy was so dense that even the sunlight struggled to penetrate. It was a world unto itself, a realm of shadows and unseen dangers. Armed with machetes and grappling hooks, the team pushed forward. Every step was a battle. Vines whipped at their faces, biting insects swarmed around them, and the oppressive humidity sapped their strength. Yet the allure of what lay beyond drove them on. Days turned into a blur of sweat, exhaustion, and the constant battle against the jungle. The line between reality and hallucination blurred. They saw shapes in the undergrowth, heard whispers in the wind, and felt an unseen presence watching their every move. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, they broke through the wall of vegetation. Before them lay a clearing, a circular space surrounded by a ring of ancient trees. The air was still, the only sound the gentle rustling of leaves. In the center of the clearing stood a structure, unlike anything they had ever seen. It was a circular building, made of a material that resembled stone but was warm to the touch. It was adorned with intricate carvings, depicting creatures and symbols unknown to them. A sense of awe and trepidation filled them. This was it, the heart of the mystery. They approached the structure cautiously, their weapons at the ready. The door, or what appeared to be a door, was a massive slab of the same material as the building. It was devoid of any handle or lock. With a shared glance, they moved towards the door. Ben, with his survivalist instincts, took the lead. He placed his hands on the door, and with a concerted effort, it slid open with a heavy groan. Inside, the structure was dimly lit, the only source of light coming from a series of crystal-like formations embedded in the walls. The air was filled with a subtle, sweet fragrance. The interior was even more astonishing than the exterior. The walls were covered in intricate carvings, depicting a history that was both familiar and alien. There were images of stars, of celestial bodies, and of beings that seemed almost human, yet distinctly different. In the center of the room was a raised platform, and on it, a single object. It was a sphere, about the size of a human head, and it pulsed with a soft inner light. As they approached it, the light intensified, filling the room with a radiant glow. Anya felt a pull towards the sphere, an irresistible force drawing her closer. As she reached out to touch it, the world around her seemed to dissolve. She was falling into a void of pure light. When Anya opened her eyes, she was standing in a different world. It was a village, similar to the one they had seen from afar, but larger and more complex. The houses were built on stilts, connected by intricate wooden walkways. People, both young and old, moved with a grace and purpose that was mesmerizing. Their skin was a rich copper color, their eyes wide and intelligent. They wore simple clothing made from plant fibers, adorned with intricate patterns. The air was filled with the sound of children laughing, the chatter of women, and the rhythmic beat of drums. A group of villagers approached them, their faces a mixture of curiosity and wariness. One, a woman with a kind face and a powerful presence, stepped forward. She spoke in a language Anya didn't understand, but her tone was gentle. Evelyn, the botanist, stepped forward. She had been studying Indigenous languages as part of her preparation for the expedition. "We mean no harm," she said in a clear, steady voice. "We come in peace." The woman looked at Evelyn, her eyes searching. Then she smiled, a warm and genuine expression. She responded in the same language, her voice melodic. Kai, the linguist, strained to understand. "She says we are welcome," he translated, his voice filled with excitement. "She asks us to stay." A sense of relief washed over the group. They had been accepted. As they entered the village, they were greeted with a mixture of curiosity and awe. Children stared at them with wide eyes, their laughter a constant backdrop. Older villagers watched them with a mixture of suspicion and hospitality. Anya felt a strange sense of belonging. This was a world untouched by the chaos of the modern world, a place where people lived in harmony with nature. She was drawn to the simplicity of their lives, to the way they interacted with each other and with the land. As they were led to a hut, Anya looked back at the village. It was a perfect circle, surrounded by a protective ring of trees. The houses were arranged in a harmonious pattern, and there was a sense of balance and order to everything. It was a community that had existed for centuries, perhaps millennia, and it was a privilege to be a part of it, even for a short time.